Let's try to understand three types of LODs that we can use within Tableau for the purpose of granularity manipulation for the measure aggregations. There are three types of LODs: fixed, include, and exclude. I will try to create a use case for each LOD so that it is easier to understand. Let's see, we have some categories and subcategories. We are showing some aggregated cells on the simple text chart. Now, use case is we want to show the bookcase's contribution within the category of furniture, and it should repeat for each subcategory. For example, appliances contribution within the office supplies and accessories contribution within the technology category. To create this, we will need a custom calculation of fixed LOD. Let's try to understand the syntax of the fixed LOD. To know the syntax of any function, you can click on the function itself and click on this right arrow. It will give you the actual syntax which needs to be used. You need to mention the dimensions which you want the granularity to be fixed upon and the related aggregation. For this use case, I want the granularity at category level and the aggregation is sum, so that I will get each category level aggregated total in each row, and I can use that to calculate the percentage. Let's try to run this calculation within the view and see how these values will populate. Let's drag the newly created fixed category calculated field on the text. For better visibility, let's convert this chart to text table. We can see our regular sales. Along with that, we have a new column named fixed category where it is summing up all the sales at each category level. To verify this, you can select these numbers and check the totals if it is coming similar. 742,000 is the total of the furniture category, which is being repeated in our calculation. So calculation seems correct. Let's validate for one more category. For office supplies, the total is coming up as 719K, and the exact number is being repeated for office supplies category with a newly created custom calculation. To calculate the percentage of each subcategory within parent category, we will need to create a new calculated field with the division of these two measures. Let's create a new calculation with the name as subcategory percentage. We can drag these calculated fields directly from the measure values. This should easily give us the subcategory percentage. Let's verify. Let's drag the subcategory percentage within the measure values so new column will appear here. Let's reformat the column to show the percentage values. As you can see, 15.48 is the bookcase percentage within the furniture sale, and it is being repeated throughout all the subcategories. In this manner, you can tell Tableau to calculate your aggregation at certain hierarchy or certain dimension by ignoring everything that is there in the view, except for context filters, which we will practice afterwards. You have freedom to use more than one dimension within these LOD calculations. You can change the aggregation as well. For example, if you add the subcategory and country, now you have three dimensions and aggregation of sum of cells. No matter what is there in the view and what is there on the filter, apart from the context filter, you will always get a fixed number which will follow these three dimensions. You will always get fixed aggregation which will be locked on these three dimensions. As long as these three dimensions are present in the view, your normal aggregation and fixed aggregation will show exactly same number. But as soon as you try to add few more dimensions, fixed category won't be affected by change in granularity within the view. Let's test that. If I add ship mode after country, the granularity of the sales changes, but our calculation is still showing the same number which it was showing earlier. Since this aggregation is fixed on these three dimensions, it won't be affected what is being added afterwards. So no matter how many fields you are adding afterwards, this number won't change. And you can utilize this to calculate the percentages as certain hierarchy or certain dimension levels. You don't have to stick to one aggregation. It can be used on any aggregation. It can be minimum, maximum, averages, and more. This should be enough to get you started with the fixed LOD. Thank you.